Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play for Rimworld. We are still on Alpha 16, and Alpha 17 sounds like it's actually coming along pretty close. So this is going to be our final hurrah, final goodbye to Alpha 16, I suppose, as well as our final chance for a bit to play with the full slew of mods that we love so much until they get updated for Alpha 17, of course. And so, this game, we're going to do a couple of things a bit differently. First of all, I'm actually not playing on extreme difficulty. I am only playing on rough over here. But the twist will be, and it's the standard scenario, you know, 3 people crash landing, that sort of thing, nothing special going on. The twist will be, we will play turretless. We are going to go a whole game, we're never going to build defensive turrets at all. In fact, I think we're also going to not build traps. Our defenses are only going to be based on our own people's ability to fire some guns, which actually I just realized when I was picking them, I didn't pay any attention at all to shooting skill. Oh, we do have someone with a really good shooting skill. Frosty over here, who's actually supposed to be Deacon Frosty, but the name was too long for Rimworld, so I just shortened it to Frosty there, is good. 12 shooting, careful shooter, so isn't going to fire as quickly, but it's going to be very accurate. I don't know what the best move to optimize that will be. I don't know if it matters much, because, I mean, you can see, like, oh, sniper rifle, he'll be super accurate, but it's already really, really, really slow. Sniper rifle is actually a bad weapon for a stand-up fight. Its advantage is its incredible range, but after that, you want to probably switch to something like, well, probably just charge rifles is, like, probably the single most optimized weapon. I don't have any mods that change the weapons. We're playing, one of the big ones will be Hospitality mod, which changes the gameplay, and other than that, it's mostly tweaks to the UI and things like that. A couple of things here and there that do modify things. If you check the link in the doobly-doo, it'll have a full link to all the mods in there. One of my favorites, though, is the one that adds the button to unforbid everything. Boom! Which makes the start of this so much simpler, because you don't have to worry about, there was something in a corner of the map that you forgot to unforbid at some point. We've got it all done. We are in a temperate landscape over here. Sort of, again, everything here is going to be very sort of typical Rimworld. The difficulty is going to come from our defenses. We can expect a lot more wounds coming out, especially if we got grizzly bears kicking around. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Let's go through our list of characters first, and we're going to start developing our base. So we've got Ben Skull over here, a child of an urchin world, an herb world urchin, rather. Can't do any plant work whatsoever. Actually, has no adult trait. I guess you only get that, what, at 20 or something like that? So has no adult backstory whatsoever, which is interesting compared to everyone else. So, can't do any plant work, but is a night owl, which we know is kind of handy-dandy, and a fast walker, which I freaking love to have people who are a bit quicker. Really good animal skill, which I wasn't rolling for. Basically, this person actually doesn't have anything particularly stupendous or special going on for skills. In fact, very little passion, which is a bit disappointing. But I like the fast walker a lot, so I kept Ben Skull as is. I guess the taming might be something that comes up. I don't think we're going to go start taming the grizzly bears. Although maybe. But we could consider something like that. We got some wild turkeys kicking around over here. Sorry, I've got the hiccups all of a sudden. This is bad timing to start an episode, apparently. Hopefully that'll go away. All right, then we have Frosty, which we looked at slightly earlier. We have someone who's biologically aged 52. Apocalypse Survivor, Starship Janitor, Incapable of Nothing, which is nice. Also, Green Thumb, in addition to Careful Shooter. And actually has a fair amount of passion. Good passion for growing, construction, crafting as well, which we know is going to be handy. And not only is he good at shooting, he's got a little bit of a passion for it, which is good. The difference between no passion and regular passion is massive, because you only learn at a third the rate if you don't have any passion. With the passion, you learn at normal rate, and with the double passion, you get 50% faster. But that's not as, it's not as critical the same way. Although apparently you get joy gain times 2. So you get joy from doing these activities? That I had not realized. Oh, passion gives joy. That's interesting. I don't think I ever really noticed that. Then we've got Peter Van Drone over here. Peter Van Drone's actually been a character name in our colony once before. So really exciting to have Peter Van Drone back over here. We're going to be nicknamed as Van here. And 67-year-old medical assistant and machine collector, cannot fight fires, has chemical interest, also bloodlust. It's twice as likely to start a social fight. Van's going to be challenging, I suspect. But Van has a huge skill in medicine, crafting, and research. So, not all bad. Given that the terrain is fairly accommodating... Oh, we have Muffalo. Like, do we go and start domesticating them? Not right away, but I think we're going to try to get the farming up in pretty quick. So what I think we're going to do, and we've got a geothermal over here too, which is brilliant. So we're roughly in the middle of the map over here. I'm going to set up some farming areas and really plan for encasing them in some buildings for some hydroponics in not too distant future. So probably what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set a chop wood job over here because we're going to need some of that. Then what we're probably going to do is, so zone, growing zone. And I'm going to set up 11 by 11 zones over here. That's going to be way too much for early on, but that's okay. I'll put them touching like this so that when we build the walls, we'll do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan for these 4 large areas here. Okay? That's where we're going to do our growing. I'm actually going to go ahead and disallow sowing on 2 of them. Maybe more. This is going to be, actually, maybe all of them. Maybe we'll do all potato over here. That's going to be okay. That'll give us tons and tons and tons of food stuff. A good basic crop for the terrain here, which is 100% fertile. Okay. We could do some more than that. I don't know. This zone over here, I actually don't want to grow as is. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into planning mode and just do this so I remember mostly the one zone that I don't have up right now. Well, hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself. What I want to do is I want to trash this zone like that. Oh, we didn't finish the plan yet. Boop, 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 boop. And I want to break this up into smaller zones that do different things. So we're going to have, you know, medicine. Here, I'm going to make a bunch of zones that are like there, and then 3 wide. By doing it this way, it makes it much less likely that you'll accidentally just expand the same zone. So you over here are going to be making, I mean, we can make different things, but we're going to want some heel root, some hops, some smoke leaf, because we'll probably do some of that later on, psychoid, and finally over here we're going to set up some cotton. Bam. So not all of it's going to grow, but that's going to be okay. All right, so a fair amount of plantation setting up early on, but I think it's going to be okay. Is that going to be too close to the power gen here? I think there's enough of a gap. We can figure something out. Hell, this produces enough heat. Maybe it can even keep our plants warm when we get to that point. All right, I think I can probably unpause here. Oh, what I should do is equip guns. You, Mr. Frosty, are going to equip the survival rifle. The other 2 both have kind of craptastic shooting skill. Okay, you've got a 5. So you're going to take that, because I think Vince Call's only got a 2, yeah. And some melee, so we're going to equip that. But of course, we will try to make the move to everyone being range fighter if we can. We've got Frank over here. We've got a Husky, which is nice to see. Let's go ahead and get you trained up for hauling at some point. We do have one person who's quite good at doing that. And we are going to turn on the numbered priorities. Well, actually, yeah, that's fine. Bed rest. Flick goes all the way up for everyone who can do it. I'm going to turn off the wardening for now. And same thing here. We'll turn off your doctoring and put a top priority on there. Okay, you're cleaning over there? That does seem quite odd. Why would you... Okay, grow is going to be a very high priority when that gets assigned. Frosty's also going to be quite high in the hunt. That's going to be a little annoying. We may have to keep the hunting quite low so that Frosty will do that. I'll turn on construct and repair very high for everyone. You know, maybe we'll leave it off for you. And you can instead do some hauling and whatnot. Okay, so we have to plan out for just our initial little room over here. That's going to have our bedrooms, maybe an indoor dining room, and room for some initial workshops. So I'm going to make a room that's 13 wide, 13 long, like this. Now, this is the biggest you can do a room and have a roof, except that we are going to be subdividing this, so it's a little bit of a moot point. But because I can do... We're going to set them up with crummy bedrooms to start off with, but at least they'll have bedrooms, so they'll have to deal with that. We'll do that, and we will set up some, not here, furniture. Sleeping spots. Excellent. Bam, bam, bam. So we'll technically have some sleeping spots for them. We, of course, are going to need some doors to the outside. So say there and there. There we go. That should be all right. A little indoor spot set up for us. You know what? Since I always delay it so much, we're going to very quickly set up our first dining table. Say there. And do we bother with the chairs? Or just stools for now? Uses a lot less material. That's okay. We're going to do that. And we'll set up some extras, because then we can always turn down the quality for whatever needs that quality taken down. We could also set up a... Not that. A bit of a harvest instruction over here in case there's any plants. And there's not many. So that's all right. Okay, so people are doing that. There's some wood kicking around. We've got lots of components kicking around over here. How are we doing on other material? Was this jade? Oh, nice. Compacted steel there. Okay, a good amount here, not very far from a base. That actually makes me very happy. Very, very, very happy. Most convenient thing we'll probably do to set up a mining instruction over there. That's going to be okay. Get you set up. Oh, that's going to be lovely. We'll get some flooring down here as quick as we can just to make things a little bit nicer. But yeah, this is all going to be enclosed in greenhouses going forward. I believe that's the right size for maximum... Do we have sun lamps already? I don't remember if we start with... Yeah. If we do that, yeah, that's the right size for those, which is going to be fantastic. But yeah, if you get the bedrooms up and running before night comes, that would be very nice. So what is everyone actually up to? You know what? We can delay the digging. I want the plant cut to be a higher priority. Except Ben's call cannot plant cut. So I guess that's fine, actually. You know what? I'm going to put hauling and cleaning up a little higher for you. Not that it matters that much, because we don't actually have a storage place laid out, but I could do that now. Just a little stockpile zone like that. And that's going to be okay. We'll set up a few workshops in here, and that'll be a pretty good start. We can dismantle these walls here for some material as well, and that's going to be good. Get some power up soon. You're going to put the berries away? Yeah, because we harvested a couple of things here and there. So Frosty, the problem with Frosty is going to be this. He's got so many things he can do that where do we set the priority? We've got to get him growing. I think what I have to do is turn things down like this so that he actually grows as a top priority before doing these other things, even though they're all very important. Ben's going to go and haul some... We've got some survival meals out there. How far are you going there, Ben? Oh, very far. Okay. But you'll get it there. So furniture being constructed, which may or may not be the most important. People are getting rained on. And it would be nice to get the... Oh, I should have let you finish your meal. My bad. There you go. You're going to cut the oak tree. You need materials, so that's fine. But yeah, it'd be nice to get the outer walls done first. You know what? I'm actually going to cancel the chairs temporarily. We'll get the walls up, and then hopefully the roofs up, so that people... I think this has all been roofed, so I think people are not going to be sleeping out in open air, which is really good. What time is it? It is 1700 hours. Okay, so we got lots of time before nightfall anyway. But now I'm just going to be sure. So I'm going to let this finish, and then I'll put the chairs back. Although it's rare that too many people eat their meals simultaneously. So one chair is actually going to hold us for a pretty long time. There we go. We'll get the planting started, which is very, very, very important here. And you're going to haul some things indoors. You're going to do some more chopping. So that's all done. So I will go ahead and put the chairs back. Just because it'll feel good. Boom. Boom, boom. There we are. And I think the next thing we're going to do is set up some power. So we're going to have to decide a little bit where that's going to be, because we're not going to want it to be vulnerable. I'm actually thinking that of just like boxing this off here, like this, and then putting some power generation and stuff in here, which seems relatively okay. Already we start to cut down on some of the angles of attack. Right, we could end up putting a wall here, and would still be open from this way, but it would only be from one angle. We could sort of predict things. Again, we're not going to be... The big thing is we're going to go with no turrets, no traps in this run. So we're going to have to defend with sandbags, but it doesn't mean that you still can't build up a bit of a structure. And you could still set up a kill box so that you funnel enemies in a bit more one at a time. But you just have to kill them with your own people. And also, the people's range is going to be a little bit more variable and odd than normally. So we're bringing that stuff in, which is okay. So yeah, we're going to be building some wooden walls, just like this. just to shelter that, and we will set some power up in there. And I'm going to do the thing that I normally like to do, which is... Whoa, that is not enough room. Well, I guess I could do it this way. Yeah, sure. Let's do that, and then we will put the solar power right underneath there. Just a place where trees won't be growing, so we won't have to worry about that. I don't know if I'll have to leave a bit of a gap to walk in, but I think we're going to be okay. And then we can run power conduits, say, through this wall. And isn't that lovely? I don't know if we have to claim this stuff. We might want to, because I'm not sure it'll get repaired otherwise. So I'm going to claim these, because I might use them as part of our structures. Maybe, maybe not. A lot of them will be torn down. That might. I'm not sure if it expanded the home zone. Doesn't matter, because it's going to expand from just this anyway, but... Oh, I'm actually going to cancel this other solar power. We don't need all of that. We do need that, and we will need a battery indoors. Or under some sort of roof. Roof is enough. I don't know if this is... We can force the roof there. Expand build roof area. So if I do this, then I can put batteries over there. Because batteries are ugly. You actually kind of want to keep them away from people if you can. Run power through there just to say. I mean, I'm using more material, but I'm okay with it. Okay, get you that way. Here, we'll do this just for a little bit of, I don't know, some sort of redundancy. Then run it into the building and into the building's walls. There we go. That'll pretty much reach anything we might possibly want any power or anything for. Then we can get some lights. We can get some proper cooking up. It's going to be wonderful. Alright, planting is still happening. But our potato plants are starting to go. Alright, get some power down here. And yeah, let's plant a standing lamp. Just put it right in the middle of the zone? Sure, I think that's going to be plenty. And then so for production, I'm going to put the butcher's table outside. It will be a little slower with temperature and things like that, but it's really like messy, so I would prefer to have it outdoors. Yeah, I know it's got work speed penalties for being outdoors, and it'll have more when it gets cold, but it'll cut down on the mess for now, and then we can fix things a little bit better later on. So we've got that. We're going to put down an electric stove right there. And anything else we want like right away? I mean, maybe the research. Just like that. And then we can get them some comfy chairs there and there. Okay, so there's a lot of construction in the cube. And these are failing, which is too bad. Frosty's one of our best construction people. But that's alright. Finish the planting first. And a lot of these, this is my my quality filter thing. Anyone might be able to haul material to these things, but only Frosty, who's our best constructor, will complete them. So we'll have to be a little bit aware of that as we set his schedule, but that's going to be okay. He's going to grow first. We can bring down his plant gut, maybe. He'll grow as a priority. And then, you know, hunting if there's any assigned, but other than that, he's going to go ahead and repair this stuff, so that's going to be okay. So another night on the floor, but that's okay. This is a lot of crops. This is way too much food for the amount of people that we've got, especially since we don't have refrigeration set up yet, but hopefully soon. What we'll probably do is expand this. That'll turn into a big refrigerated stockpile, and we'll probably just keep the butcher's table in there. We might move the electric stove in there too. I'm not sure, but for now this is going to be fine. That's a little bit later. We've got lots of things that we're going to want to do. Now, we might want to dig into these hallways here to, you know, to build some rooms. It's nice because you don't have to use as much material. It is slow, and you have to be a bit worried about a bug infestation, although it's possible this is not deep enough in for bug infestations to actually be a problem. The other advantage of these things is they're very, very, very defensible. So, you should be able to reach some power somewhere. Oh, not all the connecting lines are done yet. Okay, fair enough. It's starting to run. Power should start to accrue, maybe. You're not actually connected. Oh, no, there's another gap there. What about over here? Oh, yeah. No, we've got a lot of cables left to be done. Oh, no, there we go. Now you've got power. Excellent. And the batteries are starting to kick in. Good stuff. So we got some light. Our electric stove, we're going to set a bill. Find meals. Do until you have blank, where blank is going to be... Actually, this one here can be do forever. And then after that, we'll put a simple meal job, which is going to be do until you have blank. Keep some of those. Pause on completion. Resume when your threshold gets below 30. Okay, so it's going to try to keep... first of all, it'll try to make fine meals. If for some reason it can't make fine meals, it'll try to keep between 30 and 60 simple meals. And I like that. And we've got our first visitors. We are running the hospitality mod, so we're going to get some visitors from time to time. It's a good way to recruit people a little bit more easily, but it's also a great way to get some trade and just have a lot of fun. I love that mechanic. I love setting up the little visitor rooms. It's great. Frosty's got enough growing skill here that he's able to grow everything except, I believe, the heal root yet, but he should get there pretty soon. That was a lot of growing, and he's got some passion for it, so that should be all right. We never did set any research yet, but whoa, I have too many mods, and I need the mod that organizes this a little bit more cleanly, but I guess that's going to have to wait. I don't know if there's a particular order we need to go in. Normally I'd make a run towards the turrets, but it's not as much of a problem. We've got stone cutting okay. I don't know, you can probably just start grabbing whatever. Smelting, refining. Ooh, faction name. Faction name is going to be the Yubtubs. And this village is going to be called the No Turret town. There you go. I know it's not very exciting, but it is what it is. Let's just grab some stuff from over here. We're going to start with some smithing. It's going to be fine. Okay. No Turret Town is underway and looking just lovely. All right, you're doing a little bit of tree chopping. Planting is still going on. Soon Frosty's going to become much more available to do some things. Yes, I know we need defense. It will be sandbag based. We could build some of that right now. And actually, it's probably not a terrible idea. All right, let's go ahead and set up some sandbags here to defend from the south. And maybe over here to deal with anyone coming from the north or from the west. That should be mostly all right. Pretty quick little construction job. Just get a few defenses in position. So we have one less thing to worry about. Okay, building the chairs, you've got that. Information view, yeah. Now, one of the questions is how much do we prioritize the research? Because Van could be spending all of her time just doing research, but that means not doing other things. And that definitely does kind of suck. But research is pretty powerful for unlocking things too. I don't know, I think it's too early to worry about it that much. So we'll just chill for now. A mad animal. A local squirrel has gone crazy. So, and it is definitely coming our way. Let's get over here and try to shoot it before it reaches us. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I need to set up a job at the butcher's table. Add bill. Butcher creatures. Do forever. So someone will hopefully go and do that. How is our cooking priority? Yeah, Van's the only one with any kind of cooking enthusiasm. But again, very busy. Ben Skull really doesn't have a lot of things going on. He will be able to craft... Well, he's got no passion for it. The only thing he had passion for is animal handling. Which is okay. I think what we're going to do, though, is I think we will have to go and put your cooking skill up. You can help with the butchering. Fine meals got a built-in limit already, but I'm going to put in a limit to not let... you need at least 3 cooking skill to cook simple meals. Because otherwise you're probably going to like give us a bunch of food poisoning. At least Ben can haul and he can clean, and that means he's still going to be useful. And yeah, anyone can butcher, so he'll go ahead and do that. As far as I know, or she'll go ahead and do that. As far as I know, the cooking skill doesn't make any difference for the butchering. I might turn out that I'm wrong. Maybe you get more meat. Otherwise, I have no idea. Or fur. But for now, we're okay. So you're going to keep hauling. There's lots of materials to haul. Ben, you can mine, right? Yeah, that's good. In fact, you're the only person with mining turned on. Got hauling and cleaning turned up a little higher. Cooking in there, which is not going to be that relevant for you. So hopefully we'll get that going. Now, everyone's been very busy and very good. Well, you're relaxing for now, which is fine. Going having a nap. Van's hauling some steel. See, I can't complain about that. Hospitality mod people are just chilling. Well, I think this is going to be a lovely start to our little base. It is going to be a little weird for me to think about the tempo because I've mostly played on, the extreme difficulty. And we're only playing on rough this time. But not having the ability to build turrets are going to change things up. Now, it does mean, like, you don't get turrets right away in most games. Although you can get traps early on. And I'm not going to do traps either. It means oftentimes you do have to defend from the first attack or two with just your colonists. So that's not going to change, and we're going to have more time and a less devastating attack when that happens. But after that, I think it's going to balance out for the difficulty. And I think we will find ourselves with a lot of injuries. And hopefully we can get the heal route going on soon. I don't have the ability to craft medicine. I don't have any of those mods running. I don't think. But luckily, we do have a good doctor, so hopefully we can keep people patched up. I think we do have the mods to build prosthetics, which I think is going to be very important, because I expect a lot of arms getting shot off and that sort of thing. But yeah, a little bit of cleaning. Frosty, I don't actually want you to clean. I'm going to go and drop that way down. Your jobs are not to clean. Your jobs will be to do other things. Okay, you're going to react socially. I mean, you got to relax from time to time. I got to give you that, but... Well, I guess I don't have any building queues up. I do have some mining jobs in there as well. You know, we could turn on like a really low priority mining job for these guys. Ben's doing some animal training. That's okay. I wonder if we just go and start expanding our base right away. And or digging into here for some of that. Which we could do. Be easier if we did have more people assigned to the mining jobs. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pick at... some of the ship components around here, because we're going to want to mine that out regardless, right? So let's go and clear that out first before I start laying down some rooms. So we're going to clear this out, and then we can build some walls or something like that to protect it. It'd be nice to get stone walls to do this too. It will be nice to get them to better bedrooms sooner rather than later. Because it is a moodlet. You used to be able to get away with this all the time, but that's not the case anymore. Oh, you know what we could do? Is build beds. Let's do that. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that actually would be really quite good. Mr. Frosty. Yeah, there you go. You're going to go and construct things. Good. And we've got a fair amount of wood in here, so that should go perfectly fine. Hopefully they're not miserable quality. But right now I'm not going to force a high quality at all. We're just going to finish the construction. There's no more tree chopping, I think. And I think... No, we've got plenty of wood. I was going to say, I don't know where Frosty went. Child spy traits are masochist and psychically deaf. Sure, Marion. Welcome to the party. Who are you exactly? So, you can do everything. You've got huge passion for construction and mining. Well, well, well. You're not a brawler or anything. You've actually got great shooting skills. Fantastic shooting skills. Marion, we're going to have to rename you in a second here. I'm very excited for that. What I'm going to do is actually... I'm going to get rid of... Frosty's got good construction now. Marion's got passion for it. Frosty's got too many things. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's literally true. But I think we're going to set up something like this for Marion. Construct into mine. And we're going to hope that you get a lot of mining done soon. I'm actually wondering if short term what I shouldn't do is drop her construction so that mining is first. Keep getting Frosty to do the construction for us, short term. I think I kind of like that, actually. We need more colonist beds. That is actually very true. So, again, we'll just make another bed in here for now. That's going to be fine. Wall and door. But yeah, we'll see if we can get some proper bedrooms soon. So the game always tries to get you up to 4 people. So that's why we got that event. I think 4. Maybe that one's scripted at the start of the thing. I don't know. But yeah, it will potentially still send us some more people. Probably more like pirates who need, or people that are being chased by pirates. And of course, we can start capturing some people once raids start. And it would be really nice to get Marion an actual, I don't know, survival rifle or something. But right now we don't have any. I could have, I don't know who's got the pistol. Could have Van drop the pistol, and I guess that's probably a good idea. Just go ahead and drop the pistol. And Marion, you can go and equip the pistol. Yeah, that's going to be great, because your shooting skill is fantastic. Van, I don't think it really matters, but I will get you to equip the club. All right, well, we're going to put a cut in here. I'm really excited to see how this is going to go with the whole no gun, no turrets kind of thing setup. It'd be very exciting. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys next time.